One of the most dangerous street attacks, as well as one of the most common street attacks, is the sucker punch. It's when a person just strikes without warning. It's dangerous because it usually lands, because since you're not expecting it, you can't defend yourself. Also, when it lands, it usually knocks you out. The reason is, since you didn't see it coming, you weren't prepared. You couldn't tense up, roll with the punch. It basically just lands in your temple or the side of your jaw, and since you're relaxed, limp, not expecting it, it usually knocks you out. So, one of the best ways that I've found to defend against this is to watch the person's eyes. To watch the person's eyes to see if he's getting ready to attack you. If you know this person's getting ready to attack you, you can either avoid the situation, maybe cover up somehow, or sucker punch the sucker puncher. That means as soon as you can tell he's getting ready to attack you, you attack him first, and you hit him before he has the chance to hit you. So, what do I mean when I say watch his eyes? There's something called the reticular activation system. That means that you concentrate with your eyes, with your shoulders, you square up your shoulders, you point your feet at that which is interesting for you. Whether it's something you want or something you don't want. For instance, a spider in a room, you're afraid of spiders, you square up and concentrate on the spider. You're talking to somebody, you see an attractive woman, you square up on the attractive woman. Okay? This is just a normal fact of human behavior. Now, I'll tell you an example of this. I was walking down the street one time, a guy I kind of knew stops his car, gets out, starts yelling at me, walks across the street and gets up in my face, okay? His reticular activation system, since he was so angry with me, was focused on me. His shoulders were squared with me, his feet were squared up with me, his eyes were squared up with me. He's yelling, he's yelling, he's yelling, and then all of a sudden, he looks down the street, okay? He looks up over my shoulder with his eyes. He didn't even move his head, he just looks up really slightly with his eyes. Why did he do this? If he was so angry with me, then his reticular activation system would have had him concentrated on me. Why did he all of a sudden look over to the side? What was so interesting down the street that he looked at? Okay, then he turns around halfway. The bottom line, he didn't actually attack me. The problem is I found out from somebody else he was having his own problems, and basically everyone that he saw where he had an opportunity to be angry with, he was either letting his anger out or he was getting in a fight with them. He didn't actually attack me because, I don't know, maybe he decided I was the wrong person to attack, but he certainly was getting ready to, and I certainly was getting ready to defend myself, because the thing is, what he did is he was concentrating upon me, and he looked over my shoulder to see down the street if there was any cars coming, any pedestrian coming, especially any police. Okay, he was looking for witnesses. Now, when he turned around, he looked down the other end of the street. We were on like basically a long straight street. So he looked over my shoulder, this direction, then he turned around to look in the other direction. Are any cars coming, any pedestrians, any police coming? Are there any witnesses or police? So he would know if he could throw his sucker punch or not, okay? Also, since he turned around to look down the street, he would have been able to come in with more force when he threw the punch. Like I said, he didn't actually do it, but he certainly was getting ready. I guarantee you that he was certainly getting ready to attack me. So, I'll give you another example of this. And this is a little bit bigger, not just somebody moving his eyes, but this is somebody who's actually, well, just watch this video and let me know if you see where this sucker punch is going to be coming from. Okay, now the person who gets punched in this video didn't see it coming, okay? He wasn't really aware of his surroundings, but from this camera angle, you could see out of the camera that this fat dude who threw the punch was about to attack the other guy. Now, how do you know this? He's smoking a cigarette, he's trying to look relaxed, but you can tell he's a little bit nervous, and he kind of like turns around to his right, and then he turns back. Then he walks past the guy he punched, and then he turns around in the other direction. Okay, so basically what he did is he stood there, the person he wanted to attack, he turns around, are there any witnesses, are there any police? Turns, walks forward, now he's looking in this direction, turns, now he's done a 360. He was looking to see, like I said, are there any witnesses or are there any police? Okay, could he attack this person without anybody stopping him or without him getting in trouble? So like I said, the guy who actually got punched couldn't see this, but in general, he should have, out of his peripheral vision, have seen this guy moving around. okay? And this is something that I always do. When I see somebody moving around fidgeting, I kind of look to see what he's doing. And if I had seen this, he's moving around fidgeting, I look, he's turning around looking in one direction, now he's going ahead and he's turning around in the other direction. Why is this guy doing a 360? So like I said, this is basically the best way. As you can see, this guy who got punched didn't see the punch coming, wasn't ready for the punch, and it knocked him on his ass. The only way that he would have been able to defend himself is if he had seen out of his peripheral vision that this guy's fidgeting, looked at it, see what he's doing a 360, looking around, looking for witnesses. He should have known that he was in a fight at that point. And like I said, either walked away, okay, if possible, or attacked him first.